Alright, we're making fried chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is I got my chicken. I salt the chicken. Okay. Around a little bit. Whoa. Okay. That's enough. Alright. I like to get the salt right on the meat. Okay. Put the flavor right on the meat. Switch hands to a non-chicken hand. And get a little dusting of flour. Okay. Alright, we're going to do this right here in this first bag. Okay. We'll use this bag twice. Okay. Do that. I'm going to dump it back into... Now we could add egg in this and do an egg and really get an explosion off of this. But I'm going to do something here that you guys I think are going to like. And that's not too wet. No. That's just the way I want it to be. A little flour layer on them. Okay. And then I take heavy cream. This is actually how I make my country fried steak. After I pound out one of the steaks, alright, I soak it in heavy cream. Alright. And then make a breading out of it. Need a little bit more heavy cream on here. So what the heavy cream is doing is making that flour really sticky, okay? I want extra cohesiveness, alright? I want a wet going into the breading. And that's the next thing we're going to create. See how I've got this chicken really wet, alright? And it's wet because it's got a layer of flour in there too already. And I can even let this sit there a little bit and it'll soak up more as that flour continues to soak up the heavy cream and the liquids in the heavy cream. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit and make the breading. And yeah, imagine that. I was ready to cancel the show and just taking a break from a few things. So you're not going to see a little bit of Hope Community for a little while. I got to take a break. Just from some things that just, you know, I don't like going to a church. I love going to church. I don't like going to my church where a bunch of people are handicapped and having an episode and having somebody come onto our property, take control of the situation out of my parishioners, the people who care about me and look after me, right? And then I have the cops chase me around because they want to bust me for something. And then I hit my head and I've had all these electric shocks since then. And so, like, you know, and then they showed up the next week at church over a different reason. But I'm like, I need to stay away from police, right? So it's like not cool that I don't, you know, don't feel safe going to church right now. That's not okay. So you're not going to see those uploads for a while. But, you know, I'm happy to say that I like read over like the, you know, what's going on my show and who's watching what. And a lot of people watch my pastor's stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, at least 500 to 1,000 people, or maybe more, have watched some of my pastor's stuff and some of our communion.